The Umbrella Man by Roald Dahl. Set in the streets of London, the story narrates a little girl's day out with her mother, the London rain, their encounter with a strange old man, and the series of discoveries following that, and how it finally turns out funny. Let's start. The story begins with a 12-year-old girl narrating a day out with her mother in London. They visit the dentist, after which they went to a cafe where the girl ordered a banana split. When they were about to leave, it's already late evening and it has started to rain. While waiting for a taxi soaked in rain, they were approached by an old man holding an umbrella. The old man, having a fine white moustache, raised his hat, greeting her mother. Excuse me. I do hope you will excuse me. I wonder if I can ask a small favor of you. While the mother looked on suspiciously, the old man tried to tell his story. The little girl thought her mother is especially suspicious about two things, boiled egg and strange men. Her mother says, the nicer the man seems to be, the more suspicious you must become. And this old man was particularly nice. He was polite, well spoken, well dressed, and a gentleman. The little girl knew he was a gentleman because of his shoes. You can always spot a gentleman by the shoes he wears, was her mother's favorite saying. The old man had beautiful brown shoes. The old man narrated his story as how he was in a situation and needs some help. As he went on to say something like old people are forgetful and he forgot his purse, the mother intervened, so you were asking for money? The old man cried, oh, good gracious me, no. Heaven forbid I should ever do that. Then what do you need? Do hurry up, said the mother. We are soaked to the skin here. That's when the old man said he wanted to exchange his umbrella for a pound for his taxi fare. The little girl's mother, who was still suspicious, asked, how did he get here without money? The old man replied that he walked here. Then why don't you walk back? Asked the mother. Oh, I wish I could. I do wish I could, but I don't think I could manage it on these silly old legs of mine. I have gone too far already. Meanwhile, the little girl, embarrassed by her mother's overly suspicious nature, stared at her. Seeing it, the mother replied, okay, I will give you a pound instead. But the old man insisted on exchanging the umbrella. Take the umbrella, dear lady, and keep the rain off your shoulder. It is a wonderful silk umbrella. It had cost me 20 pounds. I promise you will not be at loss. Finally done with the exchange, the old man pocketed the pound, raised his hat, gave her a quick bow from the waist, and said, thank you, madam, thank you. Then he was gone. The mother and daughter, finally dry under the umbrella, were very happy. The umbrella was a silk umbrella, which they couldn't afford otherwise. The little girl asked, Mommy, why were you so horrid to him in the beginning? The mother replied, she wanted to check whether he was a trickster or not. Then she said, he was a gentleman and I am very pleased to have helped him. The little girl said, yes, mommy, a real gentleman, and wealthy too. Otherwise, he wouldn't have had a silk umbrella. Yes, I also think so. He might be a titled person like Sir Harry Goldsworthy or something. The little girl pointed, and there he goes. Look, over there. The old man was crossing the street. Goodness, mommy, what a hurry he was in. They watched as the old man dodged nimbly in and out of traffic, reached the street and took left. He doesn't look very tired to me, does he to you, mommy? Said the little girl. And he doesn't look like he is trying to get a taxi either. The mother stood very still and stiff, staring at the old man across the street. And then she said, he's up to something. But what? I am going to find out. Come with me. The mother and daughter followed the old man across the streets of London as he walked very fast like a rabbit. The little girl asked, what if he turns around and sees us? The mother said she didn't care, as he had lied to them in the first place. Turning left, Then right, the old man disappeared. When the mother-daughter duo reached, they found out it was a pub, the Red Lion. They stood outside and watched from the window. There he is, over there. The room was full of people, and the old man, now without a hat and coat, spoke to the barman. After a few seconds, the barman came out with a smallest tumbler filled with light brown liquid. The old man handed the pound. "That's my pound," the mother hissed. As the barman did not return any change, "It's a treble whiskey," said the mother. "What's a treble whiskey, mummy?" "It's 3 times the normal amount." "That's a jolly expensive drink." "It's ridiculous," said the mother. "A pound for a fancy drink?" "It cost him more than a pound, mummy. It cost him 20 pound silk umbrella." "He must be mad," said the mother. As they looked on, the old man downed the drink in one go, and then he calmly licked his lips, got up, and in a superbly cool and casual manner lifted one of the many wet umbrellas from the coat rack, and off he went. "Did you see that?" the mother shrieked. "He's coming out," said the little girl. They hid behind their umbrella, but the old man didn't spare them a glance. They followed him back to the main street and watched on as he proceeded to exchange his new umbrella for another note, this time with a tall, thin fellow who didn't even have a hat or coat. And then again he went, but in the opposite direction. "You see how clever he is," said the mother. "He never goes to the same pub twice." "He would go on doing this all night," the little girl said. "Of course," said the mother, "but I'll bet he prays like mad for rainy days." Appearances can be deceptive. Trickery is a way of life for some. In today's day and age, you simply cannot recognize a person by their looks or behavior in a short time, as people have turned out to be great actors in real life too. Thanks for watching, and if you like the story, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. Until next time, bye.